Joseph was the governor, and it was to him that everyone came to buy.
And Joseph's brothers bowed down before him with their faces to the ground.
Joseph recognized them, but he acted strange and spoke harshly to them.
"You are spies," Joseph said. But they replied, "We are 12 brothers, sons of one man." And he kept them in custody for 3 days. Then he released them, but kept Simeon as a pledge until they brought Benjamin. When they arrived in Canaan, they told Jacob everything that had happened in Egypt. And when they saw that the money was in the sacks, Jacob was afraid and said, "They are trying to take away my children." "You can take the lives of my 2 sons if I do not bring Benjamin back to you." But the famine was severe in the land, and the grain ran out. Jacob asked them to return to Egypt. Judah said, "If we do not take Benjamin, we will not be able to see the governor's face. If I must lose my children, so be it. May Almighty God have mercy." And the brothers went down again into Egypt, taking Benjamin with them. When Joseph saw Benjamin, his mother's brother, his heart was moved. Joseph had a banquet prepared, and his brothers were delighted with the treatment. And the brothers were astonished, for they were seated according to their age, from the oldest to the youngest. Benjamin's portion was 5 times as large as the others, and they all drank happily with him. Joseph said to the steward, "Put my silver cup in the youngest's sack, along with the wheat." At dawn, the brothers set out with their donkeys loaded, not knowing Joseph's plan. After they had left, Joseph sent his men with the accusation, "Why did you steal my cup?" "None of us did this. Whoever has the cup will die, and the rest will be slaves." Behold, the cup was found in Benjamin's sack, and the brothers tore their clothes in despair. And they returned to the city with heavy hearts, fearing for their youngest brother. And they fell down before Joseph and said, "We are your servants." "The one who stole will remain as my servant. The others can go up in peace. Stay with me instead of the boy, for if he does not return, our father will die of grief." Then Joseph could no longer contain himself before those who were there, and shouted, "Get out!" And he cried so loudly that the Egyptians heard, and also the house of Pharaoh. "I am Joseph.
"Is my father still alive?" And the brothers were speechless, terrified. "Come closer," he said. "It is I, Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt."
Do not be distressed, for it was God who sent me ahead to preserve lives. Then Joseph fell on Benjamin and wept, and Benjamin wept on his shoulder. Then he kissed all his brothers and cried with them. Only then were his brothers able to speak to him.
The news reached Pharaoh's house, and he was overjoyed to hear about Joseph's family. "Tell your brothers to bring your father and their families, and dwell in the best land of Egypt." And Joseph gave his brothers wagons, provisions, and fine clothing to bring their father to Egypt.
And the brothers departed from Egypt, taking chariots, provisions, and fine clothing for their father Jacob.
When they arrived in Canaan, they said to their father, "Joseph is still alive and rules over all Egypt."
Jacob was astonished. He could not believe what they were saying.
But when he saw the wagons and gifts sent by Joseph, Jacob's spirit revived. Israel said, "Enough, my son Joseph lives. I will go and see him before I die."
So Israel set out with all he had, and his sons helped organize the caravan.
When he arrived at Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac.
And God said in a vision, "Jacob, fear not to go down to Egypt, for there I will make of thee a great nation." When Jacob woke up, he told his sons what God had told him, and they were all happy. So Israel and all his descendants set out to meet Joseph in Egypt.